What's up everybody, it's Ree or Rebel Inks Art here with today's Ree-Learns. For today's video, I am doing a prompt I got from an outfit challenge over on Tumblr where somebody sends you an outfit and an accessory and you draw whichever character they suggest in it. Lindsay sent me one suggesting Iris in a very cute outfit that is very much her style, and I figured it would be a fun little thing to draw for this video. So just heading into that, kind of got my rough base down and then doing her cleaned up sketch. I used to draw Iris all of the time, and then recently, I don't know, I just haven't had as much free time, I guess. I've stopped drawing her as much, which is, like, honestly a crime, because she's so cute and so much fun, and probably one of my favorite OCs. Iris is a character from a animated web series that me and Lindsay are working on creating called Helioasis. She's based off of Iris, the Greek goddess of the rainbow. She is a messenger goddess that worked for, what's-his-face? Hermes. And she's so cute. She's so much fun. I love her so much, and it's always crazy fun drawing her because she's mostly got a blue color scheme, but she will wear absolutely every color at any given moment, and it's always so much fun and bright and just kind of happy to draw her, and so I'm always excited to get a prompt involving her. So for this, I had a super cute little raindrop dress with some rainbow shoes, which is very fitting, and then a super cute little sun hat, and I'm gonna pop that up here. And yeah, it was a ton of fun to do. Heading in there doing that cleaned up sketch, I wanted to make her expression look a little more happy. I felt like she was looking a little too neutral. And then going in there doing them shoes. I'm still having some trouble getting feet to look right. I'm probably gonna have to do some more feet practice here soon. And then realizing, nope, never mind, that's not yet anyways. I work on the hands for a little bit. The hands were again giving me another run for my money, which is a sign that I'm gonna have to practice them soon as well. And then resizing everything, realizing the legs are a little too short. And then adding in some bracelets and her earrings. You can see me pulling up a reference I made a bit ago, just because I always get confused on what earrings go on what sides, and then also on where her vitiligo pattern is. And then with that figured out, I'm going ahead and starting in on the line art. I think one of my favorite parts about Iris's designs is her hair. It's just so fun and fluffy, and I'm always excited about an opportunity to draw fluffy hair. And then at that point I realized the head was a little too big for the body, so I resized that, and then went about doing the rest of the line art, going here with the dress. I debated on whether or not I wanted to line the patterns on the dress, and I ended up going ahead and doing it just because I felt like it looked a little bit crisper. Then heading in there doing those shoes. I high-key love these shoes. I want a pair of these. If anybody knows where to buy shoes like this, please hit me up, because they're too cute. I can't walk in heels to save my life, but for these shoes I'd learn. And then with that, resizing just a little bit more, finishing up the last little details, before going ahead and starting on the rough colors. For this, I decided to pull colors straight from my reference picture, just because for a very long time Iris was like constantly shifting what shades of blue her hair was and what her skin tone was, just because I kept putting off making it like a concise reference sheet. And so now I do my best to keep those colors consistent. And then heading in there doing those eyes, decided to try a different way of doing eyes than I normally do. Been feeling a little unhappy with my art as of late, so I'm doing my best to, experiment with different things, just try and circumvent that. I don't know if I like all the different things I tried in this video, but I do like the way the eyes turned out. And pulling those colors from that reference image, giving us a weird little back and forth. And starting in, doing the cat. I didn't do the band quite yet because I wanted to use the same color I used for the dress. And I wasn't quite sure what color I was going to make the dress yet. I knew from, following the reference image, but... So what I'm doing is I'm filling that with one solid color, and then I'm selecting that and using the airbrush tool to give it that gradient. I considered doing the actual gradient brush, but I felt like it wasn't going to give me the transition between the three colors that I really wanted for this. And then going in, doing those clouds. This dress is also super cute. I wouldn't be able to pull off this dress, but it's so adorable. And then accidentally forgetting to unpause while I do the rest of the raindrops, and then coloring that hat brim the same color before finishing up those shoes. I'm using the same color of the lightest cloud on the dress before going in and doing that little simple 3-color rainbow. Using the same color on the bracelets. And then realizing I forgot her vitiligo pattern. And then hopping back and forth between this reference and another reference I had pulled up on my other screen just to make sure I get all the different little dots right. I try to do my best to be very consistent with her vitiligo patterns. I know I'm not super great at it, but practice makes perfect. And then she's got just a little bit on her fingers before heading in there and doing some shading. For her skin tone, because I have a hard time shading around both the different tones of skin the way I normally do, I do the color overlay. I believe that was the part where I got distracted while watching Game Grumps. So I just use a dark red and then put that on multiply. And then I go about shading the rest of the stuff as I do normally. And the reason I do that is just because I know if I'm going to be doing like 2 different shades while shading her skin and like trying to pattern them around the spots, it's just going to end up looking very jagged and very unprofessional, and I absolutely hate that. When doing a color overlay, it gives me just a much cleaner look. I'm doing a little bit of shading on the hat before doing a white outline and a simple little background of a purple circle with a little rainbow stripe running through it. And here we have that oh, and I'm just noticing that my recording wasn't going at the same time, so you got all of that dialogue a little late. So now you're looking at that finished illustration. I'm sorry for not noticing that was going on sooner. But yeah, if you want to send me a prompt, that is still open on my Tumblr, Rebel Parrot, at Tumblr. So yeah, go ahead and send me that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you. Have a great day, eat some great food, make some great art. Bye-bye!